So, welcome to today's live session with me, Jacko, from the School of Calisthenics. And today we are looking at some fun handstand variations, we're going to use variations, not of necessarily more, lots of different handstand positions. We're going to vary how we're using our hands, and we're going to show you, hopefully, and see quite quickly that we can make some quite good improvements for our handstand in terms of balance, but also in terms of strength. We're going to start with some fun games to warm us up. So those that joined, I think it was last week, we did a rock-paper-scissor game to get us warming up. But before we do that, you might need to have a couple of things ready for one of the exercises. We're going to need a couple of chairs potentially, or if you haven't got them, don't worry, we can do something with that. And then also maybe like a cushion, or like a book, or some of the things that you can just play about with later. So it'll give you a chance to get those in, then we will get started. Before we get started, you know the most important thing with me. Get them white socks off. What? Yeah, get them white socks off. Get yourself, bam! Get yourself something like that. And pull them up tight, Okay, so we're ready to get started. Everyone here? Yeah? Ready to follow along. So, first up, we're going to do our rock, paper, scissors game to help us get warmed up. This is going to be nice because we're going to get hands on the floor. We'll start to move into some different shapes. So, anyone remember the game of rock, paper, scissor? Where you go 1, 2, 3, boom, you do the show. Rock, scissor, or paper, or rock, paper, scissor. And the order of rock beats scissors. Scissors beats paper, and paper beats rock. It's you against me and my socks. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then do it. So I'll show you what things are. Not with this, with this body. So you start in a crouch position like this, and your rock is jumping forward. So you start in a crescent position, and our rock is jumping forward into that crouch shape. That's our rock. Okay, so start in a crescent position. Paper will be coming into a pike. So bum up in the air, legs as straight as possible, get a stretch on those hamstrings. And then your scissors are your legs going out to the side. So start in a crescent position, scissor is out to the side. Okay, so that is our rock, paper, scissor. And we're going to go through you playing me at that now. Okay, no forfeits, it's just going to be warm up, but this is just a little bit fun. So start in crescent position. We're going to show you each of one of those. So follow on with me, show me each one first, and then we'll play against each other. So crescent position, and I want you to show me your rock. So we're going to jump forward. So 3, 2, 1. There's your rock. Good. Follow along with me now. Next one, we're going to do paper. So you look, bum high up into the air. 3, 2, 1. Get a bit of stretch in those hamstrings. And then the last one, scissor, legs going out to the side. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've got that. Rock, paper, scissor. Okay, remember, rock beats scissors. Scissors beats paper, and paper beats rock. So now you against me. Let's go. First up, you choose. Yeah, you're against me now. Press the position on the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Then do it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Boom. So if you're the scissor, we draw. But if you're paper, you lose. You're a loser. If you're a rock, you beat me. Okay. Next up, let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's only gone and done a scissor again. You weren't expecting the second scissor. There's no way there'll be 3. So if you were rock, you win. If you're rock, you win. If you were paper, you lose. Okay, next up. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Scissors, you're losing. Papers, you're winning. Rocks, we're drawing. Go again. 3, 2, 1. Paper. So if you're a rock, you lose. If you're a scissor, you win. How are we getting on? We're going to go for a few more. Anyone beat me? I'm just interested to see in the comments. 2 rocks coming here. Rock, damn. And probably, if you're typing, it means you're probably spending too much time doing that and not enough time on the thing. Let's go for 5 more, okay? Honestly, can anyone beat me 5 in a row on the rock, paper, scissors challenge? Ready? Ready for 5 more? Yeah, good. Okay, let's go. So 5 of these. Also, anyone out there think they've got a better sock game than me right now? Straight up. Straight up. No chance. Oh, it's a 3-2 loss for Ben Mortlock. Right, let's see what we got. Mark, you won all of it. Oh, you cheated. No cheating. No cheating. Right, 5. We're going for 5. Best of 5. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Scissor. If you're a rock, you lose. If you're paper, you win. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Paper. Scissors, you're winning. Rocks, you're losing. 3, 2, 1. Rock. Rock is a draw. Paper, you're winning. Scissors, you are losing. Okay, we've got 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Rock again. Scissors, you're losing. No scissors, you're losing. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Oh, scissor. Love a scissor. How do we get on? How did we get on? Just looking at some of the comments. Thank you guys that are joining and following along, not just watching. Right. So, hopefully, God, crikey, loads of comments people joining. Thanks so much. So, other than that's just a nice one. You see, as it gets us from taking some weight on our arms, we're transitioning forwards to a period where you're actually not got your feet on the floor at all, and then we're moving into a couple of or three different shapes. A little bit of fun, nice bit of warm up exercise, and something that you can do as part of one we should do with friends and whatnot against each other, or take the chance of coming against me. Now, what we're going to do for this next exercise before we get into just to prep ourselves for some frog standing, because what we're going to use is some frog stand variations to help us with this like balance and strength element for our handstand and using some variations. So, got a couple of options for you. One is the chest, weighing them up, side by side. So, just gonna go this here and here, making sure somewhat in the middle. Okay, so spaced apart a bit like as if you're going to go into a dip position, and we're going to do, we call this the double dip through. Someone's probably got a real name for this. We call it a double dip. We just have a bit of fun with it. Our job is to go from a pressing position, or we're going to make it a bit easier, starting a little bit of a crouch position. And I'm just going to jump through, pop myself to the other side, and jump back. And try and make it less like just swinging. I want to actually be trying to control myself through these movements as much as I can, and then lengthening the body each time. If you haven't got pairs, or you want to push it up a little bit, make it a little bit harder, then you have got an option on the floor, but it's going to need you to create some space underneath yourself, and you're going to end up doing, I'll show you that front foot, you're going to end up like crossing your legs over like that to come through. Okay, so it'd be like through here, and then through back. So it's sort of like side on what that would look like. It's a good one to try, but it's harder in terms of a bit of hip flexibility and the strength, because of you haven't got that space to get yourself through. So slide yourself through, come up, slide yourself back, come up. And this is where you really enjoy having a slippy floor and awesome socks. Okay, so have a play with that. I'm going to do 5, just as a bit of a rule of thumb. there's not, with this, we're looking at using some playful and interesting movements to keep the brain stimulated around what we're going to try and do in terms of our handstanding, rather than being fixed on reps and sets, because the brain, as soon as it is disinterested, finds something boring when it's trying to learn a new skill like balancing on your hands, then it gets disinterested, and sort of the less it's engaged, the less it's going to want to do it. Okay, or the less it's looking to actually learn and create or provide a stimulus that it wants to learn from. So we're going to go for 5. We're going to try and keep ourselves up. So if you've got some chairs, keep yourself up on the floor. When I'm coming through now, I'm going to try and make sure I'm holding myself up a little bit more. And this is just really nice warm up for the shoulders. We get to go from a position where we're in front of ourselves, and then when we come through here, we get to go into shoulder extension, squeeze the shoulder blades back, lift the hips up, even leaning forward a bit, and then come through again, back to our start shape. So that was 1. Squeeze shoulders back, lift up. Even if you're on the chairs, do the same thing. 2. Squeeze shoulders back, lift chest, squeeze bum, come forward. 3. And then we're working a little bit of shoulder flexibility into that shoulder extension. When you pull the shoulder, rather than lean forward, pull them, see that action there? Pull them back, lift the chest, lean forward into it. As close to Mr. Jacko's kombucha there in the corner as you can. That's stretching and opening up around the front of the shoulders. 4, last one. Squeeze the shoulders back. Push yourself through. Nice. Good. So particularly when we went forward, then pull those shoulders back and lift the chest. You should feel us opening up around the chest and front of the shoulders. If we're tight around the front of here, coming into some of these shapes, not only is that bad for us posturally, we can't create as much force there, it's going to restrict your overhead position for your handstand, but it's also going to restrict the strength that you are going to be able to apply down into the ground to hold ourselves up with some of these exercises that we're going to go through next. So, quick little drink. And we're going to have some fun now with some different positions. We're going to do a little test and retest. So first, pull them socks up, yeah, and then we're going to go into our frog stand position. So, hands on the floor in front of you, shoulder width apart. Screw the shoulders to the outside. So your armpit, your elbow pit is going to be pointing more forwards, but don't turn the hand. So it's just a screwing action. And the shoulder, just try and engage those a little bit more for creating tension around that shoulder to try and help support your knees. Then are going to go on the outsides. I'm going to tip forward, take one leg off, and then take the other leg off. What does that look like? Sideways. A lot of you will have done these before. The sideways, knee on the outside, screw the shoulders, and try and balance in that shape. Okay. And what we're going to do, I want to give you a couple of different variations to play with, and then we're going to add in a challenge for that hand position. So, first one is, can you, and see, this is now for you to find out. Your job is, I'm going to give you 2 other ones. You're going to see which one you can create the most amount of tension or the best position from. So we're going to try and put, rather than the knees being like sort of laid down here, we're going to try and put the knees way higher up. So much more up here. Can you control that and create a good amount of tension there? The next one is, rather than being the knees as high, we're going to try and straighten the elbows. So rather than being slightly bent, we're going to try and straighten the elbows more. So arms straight position. Maybe see a difference there in terms of what's going on the elbow. So that's your job. Have a go at each one of those. Can you put your knees a little bit higher or not? Do you find that too difficult from a strength perspective? Can you straighten your elbows or not a little bit more? How do you find that in terms of a strength perspective? Both of those 2 things are helping leverage our hips higher in that frog stand position, which is a key element that we'll need if we want to get this thing into a handstand one day. But don't worry, we're not going to go into that just yet. But the idea of getting those hips higher. Hopefully you've had a play around of those. Yeah. Good, good. Let me know how you're getting on. Yeah. Fabulous socks. Thank you, Charles. Let me know how you're getting on. I'm just looking at some of those comments as well. Good. Right. We'll find them okay. Now, you take one of those, and then all you try and do is challenge your balance by moving your center of mass, so your hips, around your base support. So what I'm going to do, if you look at this sort of like front arm, is I'm going to shift side to side, front and back. Okay? I'm just making a note of how that feels. So the position you can create a good amount of tension in, have a play around with that. So I'm going to show you with a, let's go high knee position. The elbows to the side to side, front and back. Just a little bit of a play. What does that feel like? Can I still create tension in that shape? And then I will also show you the straighter arm position. So elbows much straighter, side to side, front and back. What does that feel like? And then we're going to mix it up. Okay? First thing we're going to do is we're going to change your hand position. We're going to put our hand up on something else. So you're going to go and grab something like a pillow. Grab a pillow. And we're going to do 5 seconds. So 5 seconds is about our sort of like minimum thing that we're interested in doing in terms of providing enough time and attention and stimulus to create some sort of adaptation. But we're looking at training the brain quite quickly here to get that stimulus of like that more unstable surface or different surface and just broaden that that skill set that it's got in terms of the hands not being in what you might feel like is your perfect or ideal position. So you can play around with how wide and the other position this hand is as well. But to start with, just go where you were before, and then you can go up into your frog stand that you found, and then move around side to side, forwards and back. How does that feel? Felt a lot different to me. Swap sides. Okay. Side, to side, forwards and back. Okay, swap over. Sorry, I said 5 seconds, and I've probably put it on a little bit lower than that. And it doesn't have to be side, side, forward, back. Just explore anything. Have fun with it. Have play with it. I've been a bit too rigid there. Okay. This time I'm going to go and off, and this one is further back. And I'm just going to like have a bit of a play. 3, 2, 1. Cool. And I'm going to swap over and do the other one. This hand's much further forward. Feels weird. That's what we want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Get rid of that. Go and grab something else. I'm going to go for a book. Grab a book, or I've got a little yoga block actually as well. And I might just have a play around with the two of these. Okay. We'll have a quick drink as well. And before we do something with these crazy things, we're going to just go back for a little bit of a rest. Give it a few more seconds. Go back and test that hardest one that you felt before. And does it feel any better? So probably for me, the one I find hardest is probably my elbows straighter. So I'm going to go elbows straight, knees nice and high. And like, what does that feel like now? Actually, after that different stimulus of something that felt weird and a bit like awkward and a bit annoying, going back then to that actually felt more stable. That actually felt a little bit better. Like the brain is learning. Like we haven't suddenly got stronger in that time. It takes a lot more time than a couple of minutes to get strong, but we're starting to fire up some of that learning process. So we're starting to switch on and get the nervous system like stimulated around having to provide more stability on something unstable like the cushion, and therefore when you take that then away, it's able to, on just the normal surface that you went back to where you started from, that starts to feel a little bit better. So it's just one of the reasons for this one today is just to show you that like, there's many different assets and facets to and elements to like building a robust handstand and building up strength. It's not just, it doesn't have to just be like I must do 3 sets of 10 of this exercise. No, there's so much more to it, and potentially having some fun and play elements to it is a really beneficial way to do it as well. And I don't know if you're like me, but if you're anything like me, now you're starting to feel a little bit of hard work going into those shoulders. Starting to feel a little bit tired, practically. So next up, let's go. We're going to go book, and I'm going to go for something different, but I'm going to go much wider than I want to. Like that does, I don't like that wide position. That doesn't feel nice. And one hand is on the book. What does that feel like? 5, 4, move around, 3, 2, 1. Good. Swap sides. And this time I'm actually going to go narrow. Like that's going to feel horrible for me. I really hate narrow. And one hand is up on the book. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Right, and then his job is now that can we get a little bit more, can we get creative? So like maybe, I'm just playing about now, I haven't even really necessarily thought exactly just through what I might do with these, but that's the whole point. Be creative. I'm going to put the 2 on together, and I'm going to go narrow, because that is where I don't like. Sometimes it's great to work in positions that you don't like and you find hard. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now, what that's got me wondering is, can I, if you've got a guide, it's just a little bit of a challenge, we'll see. So go frog, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, but a good challenge. Try on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nailed it on that side. And like I've never done that before, but it's just the idea of like being a little bit ingenuinely like, no, this is live. I think, oh, but you practiced that before. No, you saw me fail. But just doing something different, providing a bit of a different stimulus. I think the last one I want to try these 2. You have one more go. Another 5 seconds. We're going to go with that shape. That's going to be a bit funky, isn't it? Yeah. So don't make something too difficult like initially. So with this, I've never done it with that like that before. So I'm going to go with a width that I know is relatively comfortable for me, and then try. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you saw me slipping off. Well, I don't know if you did. I felt myself slipping off. It's hard. It's good. Really different. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that literally, because that wants to move about, that's that instability, like the idea that is not stable, means that I've got to create a load more stability around those shoulders compared to normal. And then, I mean, Craig, how many sets of 5 seconds have we done? I'm not even necessarily counting, because that's not the point. But think of the volume that we're getting through in this. Rather, if I said to you, we're going to do 10 sets of 5-second holds, because we want to get close to a minute, so that'd be 50 seconds worth of tension. You'd be like, it'd just be the same thing, it'd just be bored, and by the time you're into like your 4th set, your brain is just going, not bothered about this, just going through the motions. And when we're just going through the motions, we don't build strength. And also when you're going through the motions, you don't build that control. So we're building strength and we're pushing down, but also moving about and just exploring things a little bit, exploring those corners and those end ranges of position we find difficult. So, a little bit of a break. Any questions? Then we're going to go back and test. How does it feel again? And a couple of people just interested in some of the comments. Some Daniel Griffin just starting to do the straight arm. Sorry. Just started doing the straight arm frog, but is along lower than my knees are my armpits. Any recommendations for straight arm work. So just build it gradually. Like the difference with the straight arm work is that you need to, if you've done loads of bend and then suddenly you're going to go to there, boom, you're just not used to that. One extra length in the arm means that the distance from the pivot, the lever arm, is then being extended. Literally, the lever arm has been lengthened. So the force requirement at the shoulder is going to be a lot more. So you can make it a little bit gradual rather than going from a position here to boom, perfectly straight. Think about gradually straightening it. Provide that's effectively using like the science of progressive overload. So we're not trying to do something in one big jump. We're going to build it up progressively. It's always most effective. All right, so look, and someone's just using a muscle roller. So that's actually the one I'm going to go for next. So I'm going to try with the foam roller and see how that goes down. You're like, what? I thought, what's the foam roller for? So we'll go through that. Anyone else really struggle? Mark, Grizzly, really struggled with unstable to move side to side. Is it what I normally did? Was able to control 4 movements. Yeah. So you'll find the difference of when you take something unstable and then actually like trying to use that as a tool to make something, ultimately us create the stability so that when we go back to normal on the floor, where you're comfortable in your nice hand position, you're going to feel an awful lot stronger. You haven't necessarily actually built any strength at that time, but we're starting to create more stability around the joint, and then that allows the brain to apply more force. Does that make sense? That's what hopefully we're proving here. So that's a decent little break. Grab your next tool, and then I'm going to go back into, what did I say my hardest one was? Straight arm. So we're going to go back to that. Bear in mind that now there may be a little bit of fatigue in the system. We'll see, we've had a decent break there, but maybe a little bit of fatigue in the system. So retesting now, if you feel tired, that'll be probably a bit more fatigue. But it may still feel a little bit better if the stimulus is still there. So I'm going to get straight, nice and high. Oh, get a little bit higher. Nice and straight. How does that feel? I'd say for me that feels good, like lifting off. Force, that felt easier lifting off there. Right, and that's a good thing. Test on the way. So if that still felt good for me, chances are I've still got a little bit of learning still left to do, and some energy. I haven't depleted all of my sort of strength for this session. I haven't built up too much fatigue. That's starting to get worse, but eventually that's going to happen. So I think we did a couple of sets without anything. We did probably 4 sets, I think, with the cushion. And we probably did another 4 or 5 sets there. So we must be up to close to 10 sets already. So we're going to do a few more. We'll do 4 more with what-ish. No, we're just going to play potentially 4 more or less. Look at a couple of different options. So I'm going to go foam roller. But again, because I'm not sure about this, I'm going to go with a normal hand position, what feels comfortable for me, and not too straight with the arms. So I don't want to make it too difficult to start with. But then the roller's going to literally move about. That's I like that with the roller, for the fact that literally rather than just me moving, we're actually able to move the roller itself. Oh, much worse on that side. Much worse. So I'm going to go for that again. And you can see them. You can see all of a sudden I stopped talking, I stopped counting, because I need all that cognitive, all my cognitive ability, so all my brain function be going into the exercise, which means the level of demand of that, or challenge of that, was like spot on, because I had to put all my focus and my attention on there. So being really mindful and not letting my brain have to worry about anything else. It's funny how that automatically happens. I've got maybe one more challenge, I think. What do you reckon that would be like? It probably looks a bit funky. That's quite a fun one. And that's the thing, is like, if you're laughing when you're training, when you're working hard, like, double win, right? It's because I felt like I was a bit of a dog, like a dog doing the week, trying to get that leg up on there. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we're miles over. We've got a minute's worth of tension on some metrics like that is a nice guideline for a session. We've got miles, I would say, over that, but we're having fun along the way and checking in with seeing how we're getting on through each time. So another little rest, and then going into looking at just retesting, see where we're still at. Oh, sorry, Mark. Yeah, Mark, I knew it was you on YouTube. I don't know how to pronounce your surname properly. Gaisley? And I know you fitness on Instagram. Interesting, you're not watching on Instagram. Many people watching on YouTube that actually follow us on Instagram and you just prefer the big screen. I like it if you're following on the big screen, like it on your TV, share some pictures of that on Instagram. That's always funny. Love seeing the big screen. Okay, anyone else feeling? Let me know, how is that going? Can we retest and see how that feels? We'll just have a little quick look on Instagram. Someone's got the same chairs as me. Yes, great chairs. Solid oak, I think, or potato. They're probably fake. I do remember them being quite expensive though. Better Fitness is going to catch up later. Crikey, the comments on Instagram are going mental. Right, so let's retest. And then I've got a challenge for you to finish. Right, so we were feeling, so go back, how does it feel? So probably now I'd like to think there's some fatigue in the system. We've worked quite hard in terms of that isometric strength for the shoulders. So this might not feel necessarily better. That means that we've been working hard, which is not a bad thing. We're trying to create some adaptation, but we're going to have a feel to see where it's at. So I'm going to go high and I'm going to go elbow straight. Not gonna lie, that for me felt pretty nice. Because the last thing I wanted to sort of talk about before hitting you with this challenge was that I've then got like your progressions of taking one leg off, or you can straighten that leg out, you can do something with that other leg, or say take that knee off, or take both knees off. For me, like that tuck planche position isn't easy, so taking both knees off and then trying to lower down with lots of control through that eccentric. Again, 5 seconds on that lower is a nice one for me to know, or a test for me of like, how's that feeling today after all that other work, and actually felt pretty good. So there's something in that variety and in challenging that stability that's then allowing me to feel stronger in that shape without having actually done that specific strength work to make me stronger. Like I'm doing strength work as well, obviously, but as part of this like play session and just you challenging our stability through different hand positions and on different objects that are more unstable than the solid floor, allows us to have a different training stimulus that gives you options for your handstands and your frog stands, because you're now used to doing them on lots of different surfaces, and you're potentially used to doing in different hand positions widthwise or offsetting them, which gives you more of robustness to actually when you want to go and do that anywhere or on any different types of surfaces. But also hopefully you see that actually it can let you develop a bit more stability around those shoulders. But when you then go back to a normal position, you can apply more force. So I hope that's been helpful. Those that are here, I've got a little challenge for you. I like to finish these with a challenge. And as part of handstand up to Corona, we've been doing giveaways all week, and lots of people been sharing. In Smith, there was Gareth, I think his name was Hogg, won the wax pants. He went next level with that one, to be fair. He won the wax pants yesterday. And then Proverb Skin, that's still going. So that's going to go out. That's the winner's going to be announced for that one at lunchtime today. And then from this afternoon, for the next 24 hours, we start our next challenge. It's actually the winner are going to win from our friends over at Kickback Coffee. Our new partners, they are our friends over at Kickback Coffee. So Alex himself is the owner, is donating a kilo of his finest espresso coffee beans. So those of you that are coffee monsters and love a bit of coffee, like this is a great decaf as well. If you're on a decaf, I'm currently on a bit of decaf, train myself. They are the winner of this next prize. And then don't forget, this is a bit of a customer service announcement. From Friday, going to do a special one all over the back side of the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is going to be a competition specific for the WhatsApp group. So you need to get on the WhatsApp notifications. The details for that are on the website. I'll make sure I'll give you the number for that before we finish. But that's one to keep an eye out for. So keep an eye out on socials for details of that. And if you haven't yet joined the WhatsApp notifications, make sure that you do, at least that on the website. Let's look at this challenge. So all we've got to do is, tag us, Kickback Coffee. That's the thing on Instagram, on your Instagram stories, and use the hashtag handstand up to Corona. Anytime handstand you've got at all, whether you're using the wall or not, then you can be in a chance to win a kilo of the finest coffee beans around. If you want to spice it up, here's today's challenge. So, handstand challenge, handstand up to Corona. Remember the song, head, shoulders, knees and toes? That's it, you've guessed it. Head, sing along. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Hopefully you know where your knees and your toes are. But you might get a bit confused because we were doing it upside down. So, today's challenge, pull them socks up. We're going to go handstand. And you're going to sing that song. We're going to be handstand. And then you're going to kick up against the wall. Then we're going to go try and go head, shoulders, knees and toes. And we'll see how it goes like this. I haven't play about this. It is difficult. But let's see how we go. So remember the song. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. I probably won't do the second knees and toes. All right, but if you can, I'll give you another prize, myself, personally. If you go head, shoulders, knees and toes, without putting your hand down, we'll give you free membership to the virtual classroom. How's that sound for you? How's that those apples? Right, so we're going to kick up. You're going to have to transfer a bit across to the side. And then we're going to go heads, and then the toes is the last one. Toes. Yes, got it. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes. There you go. There's your handstand. Kick up to the wall. See how far you get. If you just go, maybe for you today, it's just head. Perfect. Maybe you can go head and shoulder. Maybe you can go head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, and heads and shoulders. And maybe you do a whole long big sack song. If you can, fair play to you. We just want to see you having fun with your handstands. And if you tag Kickback Coffee at Kickback Coffee, tag us at School of Calisthenics and use the hashtag handstand up to Corona on Instagram on your stories, then we will over the next 24 hours be choosing a lucky winner of a kilo of the finest coffee beans from Kickback Coffee. Thanks to Alex for that. And we hope that you are going to have some fun with your handstands because we know it's a difficult time at the moment, but making sure that we're carrying on moving to stay fit and healthy is important. And then also worry and anxiety cannot coexist at the same time as fun and laughter. So hopefully you had a little bit of fun with that session today. If you're anything like me, you actually felt a bit stronger, even though we were carrying on training. That's a good thing. And shows you that how we can use different challenges, like making something more unstable, to provide a progressive overload that allows us to build up or activate or utilize more strength that we have available in the system, because the system itself feels more stable. When the system is more stable and the joints are more stable, the brain is happier. When the brain's happier, he'll let you apply more force down. So that's going to help you with your handstand strength. You can take any of those sort of variations of like frog stands, whatever it may be, or you will any type of handstand or frog stand variation at any exercise that we would sort of prescribe for that. And you can use the same thing. Change your hand positions. Put your hand on one hand on one thing. Put your hand on an unstable surface. Mix it up. Use that variety to challenge the stability in the system. Build a more robust foundation for your handstand and ultimately generate more force and have a better, more fun learning experience along the way. So look forward to seeing your head, shoulders, knees and toes handstand challenge on Instagram, and any other handstand variations that you want to throw in there. And we look forward to giving away another prize today from Kickback Coffee, and then tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it is going to be a WhatsApp exclusive. We're going to give away, I'll tell you what the prize is going to be. It's going to be 3 months membership to the virtual classroom, going to be picked on Monday to celebrate the Easter bank holiday. So make sure that you get involved in the WhatsApp group. I will I'll let you know what that number is. So get your phones ready. You should be probably watching on your phone, aren't you? So the number is +44 7883 161 433. So that number again, and you send a message on WhatsApp. It's a WhatsApp notification. Send it on WhatsApp. Some people are just sending a text message. It's WhatsApp. So send it on WhatsApp. If you haven't got WhatsApp, download WhatsApp. It's a free app. You then get notifications for all the lives and everything straight to your phone. But also, you're going to be able to take part in this competition to win 3 months membership to the virtual classroom, which is going to give you enough time to get through all that brand new handstand content. So +44 7883 161 433. Send a message, I want to join, on WhatsApp to that number, and you will get the information tomorrow about that exclusive WhatsApp competition over the bank holiday weekend to win 3 months memberships to the virtual classroom, which means you get access to all the programs, but importantly, enough time to get through all of the content in that brand new handstand program that we launched last week. On that, actually, remember there's, for the whole of April, we're giving away a 50% offer off membership. So you can get 50% off. Standard monthly membership means you get that first month in April for just £5. There's a 7-day free trial, so you can just try it out for free anyway. WhatsApp notifications coming through already. Thank you, Helen, that just sent that. Yeah, so you get 50% off, so just £5 for access for the whole of April, and we are giving 10% of all the revenue that we get through the virtual classroom in April to charity for the NHS and the Robin Hood Fund here in Nottingham. Natalie, you're going to join the WhatsApp group as well. Well done. Seeing those messages come through, that's quite cool. I'll put a link, I'll put that number as well in the description for the YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'll add that to the description for this. Someone already has done. Colin Hewitt, legend. Well done, mate. Look at that. What a legend. He's put it in the comments. Quite enjoying the angle that sun is making on my bicep. Anyone else? I'm trying to be as healthy as possible during this time, which hopefully we all are because of the corona situation. And my training is just loving it because I've never ate so healthily before. So feeling good. And we talk about, it's not bothered about what your body looks like and more about what your body can do. It's just when you focus that way around, things take care of itself, and then it also start to look like an absolute beast as well. Bernice wants to join the WhatsApp group. Cool, flying through. Great. So you'll get to join and get notifications for when all the lives are. Tomorrow's lives are full body conditioning with Owen at 11 a.m. for Good Friday. It's going to be a Good Friday. Yeah, that WhatsApp competition is going to go all across the whole of the bank holiday weekend. It's bank holiday in the UK. If you're not in the UK, it may not be a bank holiday, but it's Easter weekend, so it should be Easter everywhere. Mark wants that coffee. You got to show me some head, shoulders, knees and toes on Instagram, or any type of handstand, whatever you've got. Yeah, thanks for watching as ever. Thanks for listening. If you have any recommendations or things that you want us to do, people have been asking about mobility workouts. People have been asking about lower body workouts. They're the two things that have come out a lot. Sort of mobility, like upper body mobility as well as lower body mobility, and lower body training sessions or workouts. If you have any other requests, then then let us know for these lives. So we can do, we will do whatever workouts that you guys want. We'd like to try and mix it up. So sometimes it's like today wasn't necessarily like a really hard, like Monday, crikey, I'm sweating like an absolute pig at the end of that session. Today was a little bit of a different one, but we're trying to give you that variety of understanding that there's a lot of different aspects of your training that you can focus on from on different days. We don't always have to go. If every time I try to train, I train like Monday and absolutely maxed out, then I'd never recover between different sessions. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, so if put in the comments if any other types of training that you would like or workouts that you would like to see us do during these lives, let us know and we will be more than happy to help you with those. Lots of WhatsApp notifications coming through. That's great. That number, just for the final time, +44 7883 161 433. I'm going to learn that off by heart soon, aren't I? So Esther Harding, Suano, already in the WhatsApp group. Thanks for all the notifications. Great class as usual. Glad you liked it. Anton, hello from Greece. Hello from the UK. So I'm going to sign off now. Say tomorrow, Owen is doing the live. We've got competition running. The Skin Problem one is going to be announced in the next hour. And then the next 24 hours is day 4 of the giveaway. And that is for your free kilo bag of coffee from our friends at Kickback Coffee. So until next time you see me, potentially might be Monday or slightly before. There's a few people in America asking for like a late afternoon session. So I'm going to look at trying doing one of those. That'll probably be next week to try and hit a different time zone. But remember, you can watch all these back at any time on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can click on those playlists and you can be able to see all of the lives that we're doing get uploaded to there later. So thank you for watching. Stay fit and safe and healthy during this time, and make sure you smile and enjoy your training with the School of Calisthenics. Instagram.